We are about to start the guided meditation and the movement flow. So if you can find a lovely spot in your house or an environment that is quiet and no one's going to interrupt you, maybe add some headphones in. That would be really beneficial just for you to go through this flow and really connect inwardly with your body. So starting off, please find a nice comfortable spot. This can be laying, it could be leaning against something on the sofa. I want you to be relaxed as possible. I am going to be seated upright today because this is what I'm comfortable in. And if you feel comfortable doing this, you can also do this. But if you want to lay down and lean against something, I do recommend that for this moment, because we are going to be very internal in our head as you're guided through this meditation with me. So we're going to start off with a nice deep breath once we're in the position that we like. So breathing in through the nose and closing the eyes, filling up the lungs. We're going to hold that breath and then we're going to slow exhale out the mouth. I'm going to do that 2 more times to get our body into a position we feel comfortable with. Inhale through the nose. Hold at our top of our breath and slow exhale, release. One last time, nice deep breath in. Hold and slow release, exhale. As we are either laying, sitting, I want you to notice the different things that are coming up in your body. I want you to notice how you feel comfortable or uncomfortable in the positions that you're sitting in, and I want you to adjust. And as you're closing your eyes and you're connecting with your body, I want you to center your focus down into your toes, and we're going to start off a body scan to connect with our body and be guided into a meditation that helps us specifically with our menstrual cycle. So keeping the eyes closed, once we're adjusting and we feel comfortable and we are still, we're going to bring our focus down to our toes. I want you to notice how your toes feel. If there's any sensations or feelings, I do not want you to judge these or create solutions as we go through this body scan. I just want you to notice them. Give thanks for these symptoms that are presenting in our body as we flow between this nice gentle meditation. So we're going to bring the focus towards the soles of our feet. As we're taking nice deep breaths in and out, I want you to bring that focus down towards our heels. Noticing which areas of our feet is pressed against the floor, or you can feel some air against your feet as we bring that focus into our ankles, noticing if they're comfortable, if they are relaxed. Giving thanks for the symptoms that are presenting to us, we're bringing our focus up into our calves. Taking nice deep breaths as we bring that focus around our shins and up into our knees, relaxing the legs as much as we possibly can. By bringing that focus and that attention into these areas, I want you to notice how you're sitting and if that's comfortable and relaxed for your legs. Adjusting if you need to. I want you to bring that focus up into your thighs, the front of your thighs. Releasing any tension in your knees, relaxing your hips as you go around the thighs to your hamstrings, up around the glutes. We're using this visualization to help us to identify the areas of our body that is needing some love, that needs some focus. As we bring that attention around the hips, around the glutes, and we're going to bring our focus into the lower abdomen. Now this is a very special area for us today, so if you feel the need, please place both hands onto your womb, into your lower abdomen, and we're going to take a nice deep breath together, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. You have an option to keep your hands here, this nice little gentle pressure, or you can place your hands around your hips. So it's like a nice C shape that goes around your hips, and you're pressing your fingers into that top, the front part of your hips, and around the side of your hips. Your thumbs are on the side of your hips, and you can gently squeeze this area as you rock from left to right. keeping our attention in this region here. You can either lightly press, squeeze, or tap. And I just want you to notice how this connection, how this pressure feels as you are either starting your period or on the first few days. We're bringing love to this area. Again, we're noticing these signs and symptoms. We're not trying to change them. And if you wish to, I want you to gently rub your back. As you rub and squeeze your back, you're noticing how the tension of your menstrual cycle is connecting to your hips, to your lower back. And we're going to bring that focus back around to the stomach. And you have an option now to place your hands onto your lower abdomen, just below your breasts, your chest. Or you can place your hands onto your knees, whatever you wish. I really like to place my hands under my chest on this part because I can really feel the in-breath that I'm inhaling as I've squeezed and I press the tension around this area. I'm connecting inwardly with my stomach now. So we're going to take 3 deep breaths. So inhaling through the nose, holding at the top of our breath, and slow exhale out the mouth. And again, if you wish, rocking left to right, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. And one more time, deep breath in through the nose and exhaling, release. As we come to stillness, I want you to place your hands onto your legs and I want you to just roll your shoulders out so you come into a nice position that you feel comfortable with. If you are laying down, obviously you don't need to roll your shoulders. If you are in upright and seated, please adjust to a position that feels comfortable for you. We're just going to take a few moments before we come into some stretching to just focus on how we feel internally. So we've come to the center and the middle of our chest and we've rubbed around our interior and the side of our hips and we've come to the center of our chest. I want you to take a nice deep breath in and we're going to relax the shoulders down into the floor if we are laying or down into the direction of the floor if we are in seated. And we're just going to take a moment from here to bring our focus around our shoulders and notice how we're holding our shoulders. Are we squeezing our shoulders up towards our ears, which is a sign of stress, and feeling worked up, which is normal when we're on the first few days of our cycle? Or are we allowing our shoulders to relax down, releasing the shoulders down towards the floor? Taking a nice deep breath, we're going to bring that focus down the arms into the elbows and from the elbows into the wrists and from the wrists into the fingers. And we're just going to take a moment here to notice how our fingers feel. Notice how we're holding our arms and our upper body in whatever position we feel comfortable to do this guided meditation. Very different to maybe other meditations that you've experienced as we're focusing on connecting the mind and the body, more so than releasing what's going on and the busyness in the head. As we take a moment, we're going to bring that focus from our fingers back up into our wrists, and then from our wrists into our elbows, and from our elbows back into our shoulders. We're going to come round our neck to the lower kind of area of our neck and our head and come around the back of the head and into the forehead. I want you to relax your eyebrows down, noticing how you're holding tension in your forehead. Releasing the cheeks, relaxing the facial muscles, allowing the eyeballs to sit gently within the eye sockets, allowing our eyelids to gently touch, allowing our lips to gently touch as we release the tension in our jaws. And we're going to take a nice deep breath as we bring that focus back into the center of our chest. Nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, release. Nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, release. If you are laying down, I want you to start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And we're going to roll over to the left side of our mat. So this is if you are in laying, and we're going to slowly make our way up into seated in your own time, matching up with everybody else that is in seated. If you are leaning up against something, please maybe find a position where you can start to roll your shoulders and move your upper body a little bit more. You can sit in whatever position feels comfortable here. So you can have your legs crossed, your feet together, your legs out in front of you, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And then we are going to go through our upper body relaxation, because we are trying to relax our lower abdomen and our legs as we're on the first few cycles. We're going to do a lot of touch stuff that is very somatic in regards to our understanding of our body, releasing and relaxing and connecting the mind and body together. So we're just going to take a moment again to take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Noticing if we feel uncomfortable in whatever position we're in, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose as we adjust into any position that feels comfortable. And we are going to start to roll the shoulders. Noticing how our body feels as we try to remove any thoughts from our head that is not allowing us to heal or connect with our body in a positive and a healthy way. And we're going to reverse that, coming around into another direction. And we're going to just start to spread our fingers out, squeezing and opening our fingers as our eyes are closed, opening up our hands as wide as we can, noticing how it feels to open up the body. And as we open up the hands, pulling the hands behind us as wide as we can, and we're going to slowly bring our hands around us, giving us a nice big hug. We're going to stay in this position here as we keep our hands on our shoulder blades. We're going to relax the head into the arms, and whatever position you're in the seated position, I want you to curve into your body. It feels comfortable. I just want you to rock from left to right. Noticing how your upper body feels in this position, noticing how your neck feels, noticing how your lower back feels. And we're slowly going to roll ourselves open, opening ourselves up nice and wide. And exhale, we're going to bring ourselves back in. Coming back into this hug position, our last little hug. Rolling and rocking and slowly moving in whatever position we feel comfortable in. Maybe squeezing those shoulders as well to release the tension of our upper body. Our shoulders are a really important tool to notice if we're stressed, as we build a lot of tension in our shoulders when we are stressed. And as we slowly roll ourselves open for one more time with a nice deep opening, as we push that chest forwards and squeeze the shoulder blades behind us, and then we're going to come into neutral. I want you to roll those shoulders again. Nice deep breath, and we're going to slowly make our way down into laying. But first of all, I want you to just squeeze your toes all the way up to your legs as you find that position that's comfortable for you. So this is really important in releasing and noticing if there's any tension that's built up in this area before we come to our savasana, which is allowing us to completely relax and release. So as you squeeze your feet, your ankles, your calves, coming all the way up behind the back of the knees, squeezing the thighs, squeezing the hips and the glutes, going around to the lower back. And then we're going to slowly make our way onto our lower back. So taking a moment, if you want to, adding pillows underneath the thighs to support the lower back, or even adding a pillow underneath your lower back here as well. please, I want you to feel as comfortable as possible. So if you need to, go onto your bed, go onto the sofa, and we're going to be here for about 2 to 3 minutes whilst I guide you through a little relaxation and connection with the body. You have an option of bringing the soles of your feet together and allowing your hips to open, which is a really nice way of opening the muscles in this area that are normally really tense on the first few days of our period. If it feels intense on the hips, please add a pillow underneath the thighs, and we're going to place both of our hands and we're going to clasp them together, and we're going to place them onto our lower abdomen, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths together as we focus on relaxing our mind and our body. Deep inhale, you should feel that breath come into our womb. So deep breath in the nose, and exhale, release. Inhale through the nose, and exhale, release. One last time, deep breath in through the nose, and exhale, release. I want you to try and find this position that you feel comfortable with, and you're going to stay as silent and as still as you can for the next few minutes. As you allow all the thoughts that are in your head to flow past like clouds, I want you to notice the different feelings within the body. Releasing yourself down into the bed or your mat. Not attaching to any of the thoughts that present into your head, allowing them to flow past like clouds. And we are going to start to wiggle our fingers and our toes. Maybe pressing our abdomen, noticing where the tension is. And if you wish to, rubbing your hands, creating a little bit of energy within our hands and placing that onto the womb, giving thanks for our menstrual cycle, for all the symptoms and the way that our body presents to us and is communicating to us. And we're going to take a moment to bring our legs together if our soles of our feet were together and our knees were open. And we are going to roll to the right side of our body. We're going to take a moment here as we find 3 things that we're grateful for about our cycle, about our day-to-day, about our life. And we're going to slowly make our way up into seated. Coming to the last part of our practice today. Placing our palms together, we're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose, filling up the lungs. Hold and exhale out the mouth. Bringing the thumbs against the forehead, in between the eyebrows, giving thanks for calm and loving thoughts. Placing the thumbs against the lips, giving thanks for calm and loving communication. Placing our thumbs against our chest, giving thanks for calm and loving intentions. Placing the hands and the thumbs back onto the head, in between the eyebrows, bowing forwards. Namaste. I hope you have a wonderful first day of your flow.